Hello everyone and welcome back. This is Trizes Max at Two Lives Gaming. Thank you so much for joining us. We're busy playing Airport Simulator First Class. And if it's your first time joining us, please feel free to subscribe and like this video if it was any help. Today we're going to be discussing timelines. So let's go straight into the track records that I've got lined up here. Let's see if I filter through them. Alright, now some of the recent ones that we had timeline issues. Here we can see C had a timeline issue. Now what have I changed in between other than pressing the fast forward button? Well, we can go and check my planning and see if my planning was alright. See, my planning is okay. We start at the first line, all the flights on the hour, the second terminal, on the second ramp we've got 10 minutes, then 20 minutes, and then 30 minutes, and then 40 minutes of the hour. And we need to do that to make sure that our not only our pack's density, but our timelines run smooth. Best way to demonstrate this, how timelines work for you, is, well, first of all, we've got one runway running down here. On this runway, not only do the planes have to land, but they have to take off the one runway. Just by counting my GA ramps here, I think we can get up to a number of about 14. It's the maximum planes. So up to about 14 general aviation flights need to land and take off from the single runway. Alright, nothing we can really do about that really right now. What I have done is I've got my upgrades that I've started. So you can see that I've got a holding position and we've got an easy exit run off, and then let's just see if there is one more upgrade. I think there is one more upgrade. So holding position we've got. Oh, and the rapid exit 2 after. Alright, now see that adds up another line there. So we're going to buy that. So now what we've got is, if we've got small planes landing, they're going to be able to take off from a shorter distance and land in a shorter distance than the bigger planes. That would be the short haul, and then the medium planes. They need most of the runway to get off the ground or get onto the ground. What does this all have to do with timelines? Well, our timelines have to do with these planes. These planes here are all of our commercial flights, and they run at a strict time limit and time schedule to keep things running cool. Now, in order for us to make sure that they can stick to their time, first of all, be careful when you use this button. I don't know if it is fixed 100% correctly yet, but if you've got a lot of planes sitting here, you don't really want to press that pass time button. That is what caused my C on the other report. By passing the time, I then allow things to run faster, and maybe certain things in this game still have to be fixed. So be cautious when you use that one. Alright, so we said we've got a holding position. That is going to keep our general aviation flights waiting just a minute for our commercial flights to land. Also, we've got the two exits, one for short haul and one is going to be for general aviation. And this is going to make sure that the planes get off the runway as quickly as possible. And there we can see a plane is taken off now. And by adding in these positions here, we can see that for instance, this plane is a short haul. It's not using the full length of this runway. But what have we got now? We've got 14 planes on the ground, including this one, plus the one that just landed. So that's 16 planes that need to take off your runway. So can you see where I'm pointing at? I'm pointing at your runway. I'm pointing at your taxiway, because this is where the traffic is, and this is where things start waiting behind, getting delayed, getting cancelled, terminated, and so on. See the money hanging around here? I do not touch that. Why? Because I've got professional staff in the game that run a rhythm, and they're gonna make sure that these planes leave at the correct time to allow for other planes to land and take off. So you don't want to mess around with timelines by going on your general aviation and grabbing a few bucks. Nothing wrong with it. However, I'm saying use caution. You can delay flights very, very quickly. All right. So how do we improve this? Well, step one, get all of your taxi upgrades as much as you can. Taxiway upgrades, you want to upgrade that. Number two, make sure that your flight planning allows time in between. Now remember, we said there's 14 general aviation flights. Now imagine if I took all of these flights and made them land at exactly 12 o'clock in the evening. And we're gonna have 14 planes plus these extra 5 planes. That's 19 planes trying to put down their wheels on this runway, not to mention the ones that need to get off. So time planning, your scheduling, very important. Not mingling in with your time conditions by taking money off here of your general aviation. The game will take that money and add it to your account. You do not have to press the money to pick it up and score it. So that's rule number 3. Do not mess around with your time schedules by releasing general aviation RAMs. The other thing is that you can keep an eye on your time schedules by planning. Like I said, if you've got everything planned down to the T, allowing for about 10 minutes in between flights, you should have less of a problem. I'm not saying it's going to stop the problem completely, but it would make the problem less. Alright everybody, I hope that this helps you a bit with timekeeping and timelines and time schedules. So see you in the next video and enjoy the game. See you on the next flight. Bye bye.